right, company motto. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Go.
Cheers
Cheers
to the spirit.
Create your vision.
Humility. All right, y'all sound real good tonight. Good to see everybody from all over the world on tonight. And we got a very special guest tonight. To me, one of the most popular people in Atomy, and that's none other than Sharon Roadmaster J-Pac. Let's give her a hand. J-Pac, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Doing so good. I'm so happy to have you here. We're always happy to see you. You always bring us such good, rich information.
I try.
All right, the table is yours. Go ahead.
Okay, hello everyone.
Hello, good evening.
At church, we had a Thanksgiving feast today. So we finished everything very late today, and we had a choir practice. I just got home. So let me share. I know that we did 8 steps of success. And the first 6 you probably forgot because we kind of skipped last week. So I'm going to here. Okay, do you see 8 step success only on the screen? Okay, great. I think the Usuk song give me the last 2 parts. I think that's the most difficult parts to explain. Do you remember first 6 parts? So I think I'm gonna just review very briefly before we go on number 7 and 8. So first success, the first 8 step success, the first is set a goal. And number 2 is the commitments. And number 3 is a make a list. Number 4 is an invitation. Number 5, show the plans. And number 6, follow up. And we're going to talk about number 7, consultation, and number 8, duplications. Number 1, we all here because we just set a goal, because we want to be financially free and we want to be timely free later down the road in our life. So we made a decision that we are going to be pay the price, and we're going to come into the meeting. We're going to separate our time from what I was doing and devote my time to doing Atomies. So once we made the commitments, we start making the list, right? Once we start doing we make the list. I'm just going through this because my previous speaker, they really did a good job explaining everything in detail. So I'm just going through this once. So you guys are making a list of the people that you want to invite. And once you invite them, you're going to show them about Atomies. You're going to show them about Atomy. You're going to show them about marketing plans. Once you share that information, and you're going to follow up. So follow up and see how they really think about doing these opportunities. And once you follow up, and then you're going to make sure you talk to your sponsor and see if you're doing the right things and your path is the right direction. And once you do that, and then you are going to the right direction. And number 8 is the one is that you want to duplicate yourself to other people. So from 8 steps of success, so first, set a goal and making a commitment. It's happening inside of you. So no one really know that you made a goal and you made a commitment to do change. You change your life. No one really know because it happens inside of your heart. And when you set a goal and making a commitment, that's the time that you change your attitude. That you want to change Atomy attitude. And this is the time that you make the decisions to pay the price. And whatever the time that you're spending on the Facebook and spending on social media, you're going to split some of the time and you want to contribute to doing Atomy business. So everything happens on top of your head. No one really know. Now, when you start making the list, inviting people and talking about Atomy product, then people know that you're actually doing Atomy. So whatever that you made a decisions, you bring it to actions by doing number 3, 4, 5, and 6. This is the time that you are showing to the whole world that you're doing Atomy. So when you see this pattern here, the number 1 and number 2, it has to happen from inside of you first. And once that happens inside of you, you're going to have your attitude change first. And then once you change attitude and your mindset, you're going to bring that to the actions to show that you're very serious about doing Atomies. Now, number 7 and 8, it comes after 3, 4, 5, and 6. Number 7 and 8 is truly make you a leader in Atomy and really shows that you're really going through the right directions to successful life. So number 7 and 8 is you're actually completing your 8 steps of success. So just like this, let's say you decide to take a break, and I'm gonna have my time to travel somewhere. So once you decide to go somewhere, then you need to know where you're going. You need to decide the country where you're going to travel to, right? And then once you make the decision to go, let's say France, and you need to figure out how you're going to get there. Are you going to fly or are you going to drive? So you're going to make that plan in top of your head. So once you make that plan, you're going to take time. When do you want to go there? And also once you go, when do you want to go there? And then you find the place where you go and you want to know how you're going to get there. It's going to happen in top of your head. Now, once it's done, then you're going to do what? You're going to work because you need some extra money, right? So you have to work. Physically, you have to go out and you have to work. And once you work and you got to save them money, right? You save them money to take this trip. So you bring it at actions. Then you finally make that trip. So you really had a good time in the friends and everything. So you really had a good time. You saved money and you really worked for it. So you took a trip, you came back. And now what do? Now you're telling everyone that, and then people are going to come in and ask you, how did you do that? How did you find to go there? And people are going to come in and ask you how you find this, the flight tickets so affordable. And they're going to ask you, how's a friend? Should I go to friends? And people are going to ask you a bunch of questions because you already have done it. And then you want to share how you bought a ticket so affordable with affordable price and how you make that trip into. And what other people do, they're going to do exactly same thing that you did. So this is like a travel from all the way you planned to all the way to you're actually showing other people how to get there. So they'll do the exactly same thing. So today we're going to do number 7 and 8. So number 7 is consultations. So why the consultation is so necessary? Why do we need to talk to your sponsor? Sometimes your sponsor is only like day older than you are sometimes. Or some people that you need to really talking to somebody about your business. The first reason is if you start this business, any kind of business, but especially Atomy business, what is the most difficult things to do? And first you started doing the Atomy business, probably sharing with your family members all these negative things that you're going to face. A lot of people say, you know what, my friends' wives, did network marketing and the pyramid, they all fail. The first thing that you're going to see is the negativities that you're going to see from the people that you're going to talking to. They're going to say, oh, they don't make money right away. And your people is going to, talk about, negativities. They say they encourage, they're saying it for good heart, but they're just all negative things they're going to talk about. And sometimes you share the Atomy business because you really like the product and the marketing plans. But do you make the money right away? No, you do not make money right away. Or if you talk to your friends, do they really like the product right away? No, sometimes not. And you're facing this every single day. And you need to know how you can cope with this. So sometimes talking to someone who has a little bit more experience can give you very wise advice to you. And other thing is talking to your sponsor. It's like you're finding the GPS. The GPS guide you to your destinations. Even when you go off the route, it shows you the way back. It is just like a matter of time until you get safely to your destinations. Because you're really working really hard every single day, but you're not going to the right direction. The only person there who can tell you about this direction is your sponsor, who's very close to you, work close to you. So they can tell you, you don't have to waste those time coming back. And the number 3 is actually speed. How fast you want to go. Speed is very, very important in this business, especially Atomy business. And I'm not saying that you have to do fast to make money and you have to rush to make money. But if you do the business right, like the 8 steps of success, then you will be closer to success faster. And if you can avoid making mistake by consult with your sponsor and listen to the experience, that you can, you don't have to make same mistake that your sponsor made. Especially one of these days, I feel that the speed is more important than the 10 years ago, because the way things go, all this artificial intelligence and AIs and things like that, the world changed so quickly. So we need to prepare what comes in 2024 and 25. It's not going to be too far that everything will change. So for us, the speed that we're actually stable to where we are, if we can get there fast, then it is much better that we can do this, our business, in very comfortable way. And also that then we can help our member to get there faster too. And you need to plug into the system. So consulting with someone that you can kind of see that you're in the system or not. Sometimes you think you're doing the business because you're thinking about the business all the time. And I talking to people all the time, but you're not really plugging to the system. You're not really plugging to your sponsors in what company wants to go, what direction company wants to go. Then you're not in the system. Well, coming to the meeting and everything, that's one thing. But if you're not talking to, and your sponsor it's not going to the right direction as the company goes, and then that is a different story. But if you, just because you're not connected with your sponsors, you don't know what is going on, what is Atomy's directions, then that's when the consultation is really needed. So that's why you need to stay connected with your team and sponsor. If you try to do everything yourself, you'll be sometimes discouraged and sometimes ended up giving up the business because you could not handle the difficulties. But if you really plug in to the system and also to your teams, that you can get motivated much easier, and you're not alone. Everyone is going through the difficult time, and everyone needs a GPS guide, and everyone wants to do it faster. In order to do that, we need to all connect with each other through your sponsors and consultations. So who do you consult with? This is a very, very important. A lot of people, I can talk to anybody in the consultations, but I suggest you that you consult with your co-sponsor. It doesn't have to be your direct sponsor, but I recommend you do it with your direct sponsor because they know you, what you are doing. If they are staying in the same town, same area that you're doing the business, you need to talk to that person because he or she is the one who knows all about you. And she or he is the one who knows your partner as well. And talk to your co-sponsor, and they know what you're doing, and they can guide you, even like little things, then they can guide you. Also, when you are co-sponsor, need to be in the system. They're working really hard, but not in the system. They never come into the Zoom meeting, but they're very nice. If you talk to them, they say, oh, you're doing nice, you're doing nice, you're doing great, but they're not in the system. They never come into the meeting. You never see them. They only see it once in like a one-day seminar or something. They're never around. Those people you do not want to consult with. They don't know anything about you. They can tell you things you want to hear, like, oh, you're doing great, thank you so much. But that's not what you're doing consultation for. The consultation is sometimes it may make you discouraged, to tell you that you're not doing the right way, or maybe you want to change the way to different directions. You don't want to hear it sometimes. But in Atomy marketing system, you need to understand sponsor, it's not your upline. The sponsor, meaning that someone's working with you. The upline is that someone you sign up, but they never show up. That's just the upline. But your sponsor, that who's working with you, sponsor meaning they're in the business in Atomy, and they're watch over you and your partners as well. And sometimes what they're saying, it's not something you want to hear, but that is the person that you have to have a consultation with, because if they're in the system, they're the one who's going to get the information first, and they're the one who spread that information to you. So always speak to someone in the system. That person that you see through the Zoom meeting, you see from your line meeting, those people that you see from your weekly meetings, your center meetings, those people that you want to talk to. And do not consult with other lines. This is a huge problem. Just talking in general is okay. But you're talking about other people, other lines, sponsors, about your sponsors, and sometimes your partners. They can only do so much for you. So do not consult with other lines. You can just tell them how they do the business. You can share the business idea, but not that you're dealing with, not the line meeting that you're with. A lot of consultation with your sponsor can be done in the line meetings, or just a one-on-one meeting. So those things that very, very sensitive information that you're going to share with, it's better to do it with your sponsor. So a lot of consultation, they're talking about this. So when you're having a consultation with your members, your partners, talk about, stick to the business. It's not about the personal matters. In some degrees, yes, but not into this consultation in Atomy, the number 7 of success of Academy, 8 steps of success. It's about consultations of the Atomy business. So you're going to stick to Atomy business. And this is a common thing people are talking about. I have no people. No one wants to register, and no one is buying products. The group is not growing. Isn't that a common thing that we always face, especially those people who join Atomy and just started the business. So let me just look over this one because a lot of people are talking about it and you already know the answer for it. I have no people. Why is that? Because you didn't make the list. You do not have a list because you didn't make the list. The first thing you need to do, you have to go through the phones. And I'm sure a lot of people has at least 100 people and start from there. Make the list together sometimes with your sponsor. And when you make the list, do not judge the people and say, oh, she doesn't like the product and she doesn't like this, the herbal product. Don't make the judgments, just to make the list of everyone's. And you start calling those people. Then you will have the people. Now, there's no one wants to register because you're not sure about this Atomy marketing plan so much. A lot of people, they want to register just the ones to buy the products. So when they say no one wants to register, well, I think that's valid questions when we need to have the social security numbers. But right now, you don't need to have a social security number anymore. All you need to do is name, address, phone number, emails, and date of birth. And I don't have a lot of people that they don't want to register one of these days. And their Amazons and all this online is so popular one of these days. So when I mentioned that you can order just like Amazon's, and I have not faced lately that people don't want to register. A lot of people, they register. And I always say, whatever you purchase today, I make sure that you get a points for that. Then a lot of people register because in order to get a point, you have to register. So you just have to come up with a way that they will make the registrations. And no one is buying the products. Most likely that you're not really using the product and you don't have a confidence of products. I see a lot of people when they explain about the product, they kind of step back a little bit because they don't want to have any liability of explaining the product. And they're very afraid that people say, you told me that it will work for this. And they don't want to hear that because they don't have 100% the confidence of the product. That's why they can really say with very firmly. But you know what? This is only a supplement. That's only a skincare product. And you really don't have to worry about it. And you know what? You need to understand this. When people buying something, they're buying things unconsciously. They're buying you because they like the way you talk. A lot of people. It's more like you're emotional than you're logical, because emotion takes over a lot of times. But logic comes in to make the excuse that you have to buy this, that you want to make this purchase validated. So if you talking to them very with a confidence, say this is very good for your skin, and you will see the difference in a few days. And they're like, they really trust you because not only way you look or anything, but way you talk to them, they buy it. So try all the product and you gotta be very confident about what you actually tell them about. And group is not growing. Meaning, if a group is not growing, you gotta plug them to the system. Ask them for coming to the seminar, or if they don't want to come into the Zoom meeting, you just meet them in a regular basis and explain to them the product and the marketing plan. Once they are more interested, they're coming to the meetings. So I have a Zoom meeting. I don't have a lot of coming to the Zoom meeting, but I do meet people in person in small meetings. Like I meet sometimes 1 people and 2 people, hoping that they're going to come into the Zoom meeting. So you need to plug them into the system and just keep reminding them this is the business and they need to come into the meetings. So this is a very common consultation and people asking questions. What else is there? And those people asking those questions as well. My sponsor is not helping me. I do not have time to do Atomies, and my partners are not doing the working. I don't have the good relationship with my sponsor or partners, my team is not doing the business right. I do not like the company system. Can we change it? Well, when I meet with people, those questions always comes. My partner is not helping me. What are you going to say if someone come in and ask you? But all the business starting from you. If you are depending on your sponsors doing it for you, what if your sponsor is not doing the business anymore? Then you're all alone. Are you going to give up the business? The 5 concepts of network marketing is you are individual business owner. It's starting from you. So you always start, everything proactively has to be done by you. I do not have a time to do the Atomy business. Okay, then you need to go back to number 1 and number 2. You need to set a goal, then you have the determination. That has not been done. That's why you're saying, I do not have time to do Atomies. Let's face it, we all have a 24 hours. Anybody here has 27 hours? Anybody? No, we all have a 24 hours. We all have, a lot of people have children, married. If you're not married and you're single, and you still have something else to do. There's not even a single person has enough time to do everything. If they say they don't have a time to do Atomy, going back to number 1, number 2, they do not want to pay the price. Then those people, I wouldn't spend so much time with them. So I would just go back and have them, give them all the information, let them make the decisions. My partner's not doing the working. This is number 7 and 8. That comes to number 8, duplications. Not all the partners doing working like you. We need always, it's individual business. My partner, my sponsor, it's me, starting from me. So if you have those expectations, and then you start, if they don't do it, then you fail. So make sure that you have to remember this is from you, starting from you. If you have a sponsor who's helping you, you're very lucky. If you have a partners that they're helping you, working together with you, they're very lucky that you have to work with them. But if you have the thoughts that this is your own business, and I have to work with our team, yes. But you're not working with them, but you're not depending on them. That's 2 different things. So I do not have a good relationship with a partner sponsor. I think that happens everywhere. That happens everywhere. But you need to determine what is a good relationship with a partner sponsor. You're not in love with your sponsor and partners. You have to have a good relationship, but good relationship in Atomy, doing the business together. And if you have no problem doing the business together, that's okay. So we're not here to having everything will be solved. To me, I think we're in everybody's is making a money, but up until that point, everybody's struggling. So we have to understand, and the partner should understand, the sponsor should understand, the partners is struggling to make it, and the partner should understand the sponsor at the same time. So in good relationship, we need to work it out. We need to work it out as a team. Sometimes, yes, you do have some arguments, you do not have disagreements, but you always come back and try to solve this one out, because it's a very, very important. Having a good relationship and having a good teamwork is very important in Atomy business. And you will find some way to recover this relationship. It may take time. It may turn out better later down the road, but you have to work with your sponsor and partner and restore your relationship, good relationship. My team is not doing the business right. Okay, going back to your sponsor. Why is that is we still have to go back to our principle. So sooner or later, you have to do the business right, because if you're not doing the business right now, then you always have to go back. It's like a math formulas. If you don't know how to do multiplications, maybe you're okay if you do sine and cosine. But when you're coming back to use the multiplication skill, you have to go back to basic and you have to memorize it anyway. Just like that, if you're not doing the business right, you always have to go back at the principle and do everything again. So you as a sponsor, you have to stick to the principle and guide your team in the right direction. And I do not like the company system. Can we change it? Well, this is a proven system that company has for the last 14 years. And we still have a lot of success people through the system. We can suggest something that maybe is a better way. But I don't know, we can always suggest. And it'll be the company who's making the decisions. Company will make the decision based on the people's success and based on the company's perspective as well. Because company's perspective and the basic principle is to have many people succeed in Atomy in the right way. So with knowing that fact, if we can advise or we can give them some suggestion, us as a business partners, well, the company will take the consideration. So other than that, there's a lot of consultations. Every group has a different issues and different the struggles. So I suggest that you are going to talk to your sponsor and resolve, and not all the problem will resolve, but at least your sponsor and partner, you guys know that you're going to the right directions. And duplications, I think this is the most difficult part, and this is the most important part of 8 steps of success. You have to make just like a mini-me. And I think this one's number 8 will tell you everything about this business. What do you have to duplicate? Duplicate your partner to go through step 1 to 7 again and again. So it's not just the one time that you do 8 steps of success, but you're going to duplicate what then. In order to duplicate, you got to do it first, and you have to have your member and your partner doing the same thing. Go through step 1 to 7 again and again. And also teach your partner to repeat 1 to 7 by doing 8 course. Because 8 course are mini steps. So 8-step success is like a long journey, but 8 course actually determines that you're practicing 8 steps of success in daily basis. So 8 course is very, very, I will say very hard, because if you write 8 course every single day, having a good habit, it's very, very difficult. But this is your process, and you can kind of see yourself that you're repeating 1 to 7. And you gotta be an example. You have to be example so your partner can duplicate you. So you have to be example of keeping the principle. Do not teach or do not show that you're doing the wrong thing. And you want to show them you're keeping the principle of Atomy. The company motto. The company motto says everything, that 4 things: cherish the spirit, create the vision, follow the faith, serving humilities. We said it all the time, so feel like we memorize everything. But if you're looking at each word by word, I don't know how many people are able to do all that. But that's actually principle of Atomy company. So you have to be example to keep this principle and stay in the system. If you want your partner to duplicate just like you, stay in the system so your partner will stay in the system. See, I think that how you do the business really learn from the sponsor that you like. the way your sponsor like to do this way, I think you follow that way. And some sponsor, if they're doing it another way, then you follow that way. And then you know that's the only way of doing this business. It's like a little, what do you call it? It's a little duck, little duck. When they saw, the first thing they saw, they think that's their mother. So if they see, instead of looking at the duck, if they're looking at the dog, they feel that dog is their mom. So just like that. So stay in the system, and your partner will do the same thing. I know here a lot of people at work, right? They're working overnight, or they're working, but they come to the Zoom meeting. That if those people who come into the Zoom meeting at work, their sponsor should be very proud of those people, because you being a good example. So your partner at work, or even driving, they're in this Zoom meeting today because you've been setting a good example for them. And do not stop learning. In Atomy business, you have something new every day. It's not about the knowledge that something new company is doing, but where the company is going, that you need to learn about. The Royal Masters, she will share some company news every day. She never stopped learning from all this meeting. She goes all different meetings, always the leaders meeting and the royal leaders meeting and central leaders meeting. She goes all different meetings, and she summarizes all this information. And you are the first one to get that information. See, she never stopped learning. So you guys get the freshest information than anybody else. And I learned from her. So I like to share the good news. I like to share the freshest information from any kind of meeting, because I want my partner to know this information for the first time. They want to be the first one to hear this news. So do not stop learning. Read your group chat. We post a lot of things in group chat. There's a new product, we post it over there. If there's a new news, we post it over there. And all you need to do is read. And when you have a partner, you will do the same thing for your partners. And be positive. It is important to be very positive in this business. This is not the business you make the money overnight. This is something that you have to do, and you have to build your teams. And some people takes longer than another people, and some people takes a shorter than anybody else. And that period of time, that journey, if you're very negative, that is very difficult to do it. And then be positive. So be positive to your partners and be positive, even just looking at it. And there's a time that why companies doing it, why there's so many meetings, why doing this or what? Well, let's face it, company don't have to do everything for us. Some people, they're talking about why their company's not providing this anymore, why company's not charging $50 instead of $40. Guess what? Other network marketing companies, they don't even do that. All these sponsors, and they're the one who paying for all these rooms, they're the paying for the speakers. But our company does provide everything. The $50 doesn't really mean anything. The $50 is not going to cover your meal that you're going to have when you come into the Success Academies. Companies providing everything, the rent, the venues, everything. And all you need to pay is $50 to eat nice hotel dinner. And then you learn for 7 hours for free. Think about the positive side of this. And when you keep doing it, your partner will do that. You know why? Because the tree can only be as good as the seed it came from. So if you want your partner to be very positive, they want to be in the system, you have to be the one like that. You have to be the one like that. And I think this one tells everything about this business. You have to set example, just like a Jesus Christ set example for those disciples. He actually put his knees down and served his 12 disciples. We have to do the exactly same way. Then what happens? Our partner will do the exactly same way. So we have to be a good seed. Do not expect to have a good partners if you're not the ones. In order to have a good, if you just think about and say, okay, do I want my partner to be like me? When you close your eyes and think about it, do you want your partner to be just like you? They don't know you, but you know. When you're alone, you're not with your partner, you know what you do. When you think about it, do you want your partner to duplicate you? And a lot of people say, I don't know. That's true. So we have to be a good seed. And another important thing is that's the only way that residual income is possible, by duplicating. If you're not duplicating the partners, just like me, then there's no residual income. It ends. Maybe I can enjoy those money that I am going to make when I leave. But 2 generations of income may not be possible if you're not duplicating. So duplication is key for 8 steps of success. You do all the 1 to 7 because you want to duplicate good habit to your partners and for you. You will never change your life until you change something that you do every day. Good habits. So that's why 1 through 7 is a good habit. In order to duplicate, in order to make you a better person, so you can duplicate your partners that way. So good habits, we're talking about 8 cores. So this is 8 core that we do. We already know. I don't have to explain all this. 1 through 8. Because good habit takes time. Good habits takes time. It's not going to happen overnight. Now I'm going back to my basic. I downloaded this Go Sales Masters book. And that book, it has page 1, day 1 to all the way to day 56, the 8 course. I'm going to go back. I'm going to do that again. Because I know that if I don't change little by little every day and discipline myself to have a good habit, I won't be able to make it in this business. Because my efforts and your efforts, very, very honest. Regardless of someone recognize you, not recognize you, regardless if you know it and not know it, the effort that you put it in, they're very, very honest. They're going to give you the fruits. But how do I know that? How do I measure them? Only way to measure them is doing the good habit, 8 course, doing this every day. Otherwise, there's no way to measure my efforts. But my effort has to be measurable. And once it's measurable, I know what I'm doing. Another good thing is go 100. What? How can I meet 100 people? Impossible to meet 100 people. Every city doing the meeting 100 day differently. Some people, and then 100, it's very different from here in USA. Every country is different. But purpose of Go 100, because 100, the number 100 means a lot in Korea. In Korea, if you have a newborn baby, if they survive to 100 days, then we celebrate. After 100 days, the people consider that the baby will survive. That's why the 100, it means a lot. And if you really have wished that come true, people pray for 100 days. So 100 days meanings a lot in Korea. So that's why I go 100. You're meeting people, 100 people. You want to go store a boom, 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 and you go out and just give out and talk about the people, 100 peoples. Yes, you can do that. And some people, they do the facials and they do like, they put a table out there and meet on it. It means that you really go out, put yourself out, put yourself from your comfort zone to get you out from the comfort zone and go out and talk to people. That is the one for 100 people. You're not staying in your comfort zones, going out, talking to someone. It's not always easy. But you need to get out from there, get out from where you are and go out and meet people. And that is 100 people. And once you have let's say if you have meeting 10 people a day, it's gonna take 10 days. And if you meet 20 people a day, it's gonna take 5 days. And once you complete 100 people, you start again to meet another 100 people. Then you only meet 5 people a day today, so it takes 20 days. And after this, you meet 10 people. Then you're only gonna be 10 days. And if you meet 20 people, only gonna be 5 days. And if you meet 100 people today, it's still 1 day. And then what do? You start from the beginning. Next day, another go 100 people. Why so different? Why this is so important? Because I truly believe the diamond to be found, not to be made. So our job by doing Go 100s, we want to find a diamond. There looks like a stone, so we don't know. So once you find them, something shiny out there, you find them, you polish them to make the true diamond that really shines out. And if we do that, if we meet many people as possible, we can meet this diamond fast enough. Instead of taking 10 days, we can find those people in 2 days. And then another 100 days, another 100 people, maybe we find another person, another diamond that day. Now Go 100, it's doing globally. I know Taiwan's doing it and China's doing it. Every country's doing it. And we gotta do that. And now we put that into our good habits. Atomy is not about sitting down and everything doing on the Facebook and social media. Yes, that's one way of doing it. But you shouldn't end from there. We need to actually go out. Once you find those people, what do you have to do? You have to meet them. I have to meet them or somebody else have to meet them. So this is about the business that you really have to meet someone. So I hope on top of a course that you do every day and year of 2024, I wish everyone here have the Go 100 as a part of your habits. And let's make this one happen. I don't want 2024 to be the same thing like 2023. And I'm sure everybody feels the same way. And people are talking about economics going to be worse in 2024. But let's just make this turn around. And I think we can do it. One of the meetings they're talking about in Turkey, even though they're in a crisis, their consumption of daily necessary product went up. See, this is the product that we have. Even though every country's going through the difficult time and going even through the world, their daily necessary product consumptions went up, even through the crisis. And that's the product that we have in here. So that's not gonna stop us from doing Atomies and going out. So I hope we will make different 2024 much better than 2023 by doing 8 steps of success. Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Let's give a hand to Sharon Roadmaster, J-Pat. All right. That was good. Good information. So we've gone through the series. We've gone 1 through 8. If anyone has any questions, particularly on number 7 and 8 that JPAC did this evening, just raise your hand or any, comments, just raise your hands and we'll entertain your questions at this time. Yes, Royal Master Yusuk Sung.
Wow, thank you very much, Sharon Rosemary. Great presentation. 제가 한국말로 할 테니 통역 좀 부탁드려요. Please translate for me. 네. 2023년도 이제 한 달 조금 남았습니다. 11월 하반기에 들어섰습니다.
So we only have 1 month left from 2023.
이번 이제 올해를 마감하면서 어떻게 성공을 해야 되는지 성공의 8단계를 우리가 모두 정리해 보았습니다.
So finishing up on year of 2023, I would like to highlight 8 steps of success for upcoming years.
우리는 애토미의 미래 가치를 알기 때문에 이 귀한 시간에 이렇게 같이 모였습니다.
Because we know the value of the Atomy business, Atomy, the tool, that's why we're here together in this time.
공부해 본 것처럼 우리는 꿈이 있습니다.
As we studied 8 steps success, we know we all have dreams.
꿈의 사이즈별로 여러분들은 지금 열심히 일을 하고 있을 겁니다.
I know everyone's working really hard. Depends on the size of your dream that you have.
꿈이 작거나 여러분의 애토미 가치가 그렇게 높지 않으면 스스로 지금 너무 느리게 가고 있지 않나 그렇게 질문을 해봐야 될 겁니다.
This is time that you need to question yourself. Maybe your value, your perspective, Atomy business to you, or your dream through the Atomy is so small, so you're going to very slow in this.
애토미는 지금 굉장한 속도로 전 세계적으로 글로벌로 성장하고 있습니다.
Atomy grows really fast and globally.
애토미의 골은 커스터머 석세스, 우리들의 성공을 위해서 모든 것을 셋업해 놨습니다.
Atomy goals is for us our consumer success, and they made all the goal to be that goal for us to be succeed.
이 좋은 도구를 사용하느냐 마느냐는 우리 자신들의 선택에 달려 있습니다.
So it is really our choice if you want to use this one as tool or not.
그래서 우리 이 방에 모여 있는 우리 모두는 얼마나 축복을 받았는지 우리 자신은 알 것입니다.
So I'm sure everyone who are here right now that you already know that we're really blessed that we know that tool.
우리 모두는 애터미 제품에 우선은 만족하고 정말 이 제품에 감사해야 할 겁니다.
So first of all, we all are very thankful for the product provided by the Atomys because we all love that product.
우리는 우리 나머지 삶에 이 제품을 다 사용할 것이라고 저는 믿습니다.
I strongly believe everyone here will use Atomy product for the rest of your life.
그렇다면 이 회사는 성장할 것이고 그리고 누군가는 돈을 벌 것입니다.
And through then if you know that you're going to use this product for the rest of your life, someone will make money.
그리고 지금은 제품이 미국에 150가지, 한국의 애토미 브랜드는 600가지, 그러나 아자몰이라는 쇼핑몰이 있어서 한국에서는 8만 가지가 유통되고 있는 현실입니다.
Right now in US we have about 100 different type of products, and in Korea Atomy has a 600 different product, but through Azamol the Atomy is distributing 80,000 product, different type of items.
good news 하나가 있습니다.
네, 다시요.
good news, 좋은 뉴스.
There's a good news.
아자몰 제품을 글로벌 멤버들에게도 올해 안에 오픈한다는 소식입니다.
There's a news that Azamol product from Azamol will be distributed to globally by end of this year.
그래서 여러분들이 이제 애터미는 시작에 불과합니다.
So Atomy is only a beginning right now, the beginning stage right now.
애터미의 스피드는 정말 우리가 상상하지 못할 정도로 빠르게 성장하고 있습니다.
So Atomy really grows really fast beyond what we're expectations.
그래서 우리들이 이 스피드를 같이 타야만 합니다.
So we have to be on that speed with them to grow with them.
모든 것을 셋업해 놓고 우리들에게 사용하라고 회사는 계속 요구하고 있습니다.
So company have to set up everything for our success, and company urges us to use Atomy as a tool for your success.
그래서 우리 아까 부장님께서 설명하신 대로 이 시스템에 머물러 있으면서 여기에 함께 이 흐름을 타야만 합니다.
Just like 8 steps of success that JPEG explains, that we need to be on the system, we need to be plugged into the system, and you need to know the flow this company is going.
올해 2023년이 마무리되고 2023년에 가장 큰 이슈는 100만 갑이 될 겁니다.
So it's about wrapping up of 2023. One of the huge events right now, it's Go 100.
우리가 인비테이션 초대를 할 때 두 가지 방법이 있죠.
When you invite people, there's 2 different types.
웜 컨택이 있고 콜드 컨택이 있습니다.
There's a one for warm contact and the cold contact.
웜 컨택은 여러분이 이미 알고 있는 인연들, 여러분들이 갖고 있는 그 커넥션들을 웜 컨택이라고 말합니다.
The warm contact is the people they already know.
그런데 우리는 이미 사업을 1년, 2년, 3년, 5년 하면서 웜 컨택의 리스트들은 이미 애터미를 알렸을 것입니다.
So as we're doing the business for a long time, that warm contact that you know, you probably not there anymore.
웜 컨택도 포기하지 말고 다시 한번 컨택을 해야만 합니다.
But even though you already talked to everyone there in a warm contact, the people you know, but do not give up on them. Let's do it again.
그리고 또한 콜 컨택을 계속 하라는 게 요즘의 흐름입니다.
And also, as you're doing the warm contact, you still have to continue to do the cold contacts too.
그래서 타이틀을 Go 100 People 해서 100만 갑이라는 타이틀로 전 세계가 100만 갑을 하고 있습니다.
So that's why company made the slogan of Go 100. So right now, all the official Atomy globally is doing Go 100.
그래서 애터미 USA에서도 캠페인을 시작할 것입니다.
So Atomy USA will start the campaign of Go 100.
우리가 하고 싶든 안 하든 해야만 합니다.
So if you don't want to do it, regardless of if you want to do or not doing it, we must do that.
11월 27일 아틀란타부터 시작을 하게 될 겁니다.
Starting the campaign starts in November 27th from the Atlanta.
이것은 애터미 USA 직원들과 디렉터 그리고 한국에서 온 로얄마스터 김미숙 로얄마스터가 동행을 하게 될 겁니다.
So this campaign is going to be with the company official employees and the guest speaker from Korea, our Royal Master Misu Kim, and that location that where they're going to.
동영상을 찍게 될 것이고 이거 완성된 동영상을 캠페인으로 포스팅하게 될 겁니다.
They're going to make the official videos of Go 100 in USA. Then they're going to post it in a official Atomy USA.
그리고 11월 29일에는 잭슨빌에서 100만 갑을 하게 될 겁니다.
And November 29, they're going to film Go 100 in Jacksonville.
12월 2일에는 올랜도에서 영어 석세스 아카데미가 있습니다.
And then there is the Success Academy in Orlando in December 2nd.
12월 4일에는 올랜도 플로리다에서 100만 갑이 있을 겁니다.
And they're going to film Go 100 in Orlando December 4th.
12월 6일에는 모든 팀이 노스캐롤라이나나 샬롯으로 와서 100만 갑을 하게 될 겁니다.
And December 6th, and the campaign team will come into North Carolina, they're going to film School 100 there.
12월 7일에는 팀들이 랄리 센터를 방문하게 될 겁니다.
And December 7, all team will visit at Raleigh Center.
12월 9일에 노스캐롤라이나 스페니시 세마이 석세스 아카데미가 있습니다.
And December 9, there's a semi-Spanish Success Academy.
노스캐롤라이나에서는 5년 전에 있었고 이번에 두 번째로 있는 스페니시 석세스 아카데미입니다.
One time, the first time they had a Spanish Semi-Success Academy in North Carolina was 5 years ago, and they're doing it again in this year.
이번에는 날짜가 크리스마스 시즌과 겹치는 12월 9일이므로 팀을 크리스마스 분위기로 이끌 것입니다.
So since it's very close to Christmas, so we're going to have a theme as a Christmas party.
또 옷을 가능하면 크리스마스 컬러 그리고 크리스마스 아웃핏으로 입고 와주시길 부탁드립니다.
So those of you who are going to attending December 9th North Carolina Semi-Success Academies, a Spanish Success Academy, I want you to dress like dress Christmas themes.
종전에는 각 센터별로 크리스마스 파티를 따로 운영을 했었는데 올해는 이 석세스 아카데미를 대신하겠습니다.
So before we had a celebration of Christmas celebration of Christmas in each center, but this year since we're having the Success Academy close to Christmas, we're gonna do it this one as a whole.
그래서 리더들에게 도네이션을 받아서 모두에게 크리스마스 기프트를 안겨드리도록 제가 준비하고 있습니다.
So I'm getting a donation from our sponsor, so I'm planning on giving out gifts to everyone.
거리상 먼 곳도 있으시지만 가능하면 같이 자리를 해주셨으면 감사하겠습니다.
I know some people is very far from the Success Academy, but I hope you can make it.
11월 26일 다음 주는 땡스기빙 위기므로 썬데이 줌 미팅은 스킵하겠습니다.
So next Sunday, observing Thanksgiving, so we do not have a meeting next Sunday.
그리고 오늘 의견을 물어보는데 12월 2일, 12월 10일 모두가 이 세미나 투어 100만갑 투어로 모두가 같이 움직여야 돼서 줌 미팅, 잉글리시 줌 미팅을 스킵했으면 하는데 여러분 생각은 어떻습니까?
So because of we all have to participate in the campaign of Go 100, so December 2nd Sunday and December 10th Sunday, we would like to cancel the meeting. What do you think about that? Would you agree to that?
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. And 12-17, we have one meeting December, Dr. Arman coming. Dr. Arman dentist가 와서 12월 17일 줌 미팅은 하겠습니다.
And December 17th, that's the only meeting in December. We have a Dr. Armand coming, and he's going to give us a great speech.
12월 24일도 크리스마스이므로 가족들과 지내는 시간이므로 12월 24, 12월 31일 모두 줌 미팅을 스킵하겠습니다.
So December 24th and December 31st, we'll cancel the Zoom meeting so you can spend time with your families.
그리고 1월 7일에 신년 첫 미팅을 저희 스폰서를 모시고 첫 미팅을 하겠습니다.
And June 7th, that was the first Sunday Zoom meeting. We're going to invite our sponsor.
그러나 여러분 센터나 여러분 스몰 그룹 줌 미팅은 같이 상의해서 추진하시길 바랍니다.
So your individual center leaders, center meetings, you guys can have your own schedule according to all this the holidays.
네, 이상입니다.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. That's our Royal Master, Yusak Sung. A lot of good information, ladies and gentlemen. Key thing, the next 2 weeks, there will be no meeting. No meeting. All right. Any other questions? No questions? No comments? I guess everybody's ready to start their Thanksgiving early. Well, once again, we want to say thank you to Sharon Roadmaster, J-Pack. As always, J-Pack, you always do a good job. Thank you so much, so much. Okay, we will, there won't be any announcements, so we will prepare for the company motto. Please get back with the person that invited you to the call, and everyone enjoy your Thanksgiving holiday. All right, with that being said, I just have one question. Company motto, are you ready?
Yes.
Go! Share
Sharing
the
the
spirit.
spirit.
All of the faith.
All the faith. Humility.
Aja.
Great talk, great
All
talk.
right.
Thank you.
Thank you. You guys have a good night.
Good night, everyone.
Thank
Everybody
you,
have a
Sharon
safe
Roadmaster,
holiday,
J-Pack, for your
everyone.
presentation.
Thank
Have a good one.
J-Pack, be safe.
감사합니다. I
Thank
love you
you.
all.
수고하셨습니다.
Thank